What if the world as we know it is on the brink of a monumental transformation, unfolding right before our very eyes? Hidden forces, lurking beneath the surface, are poised to drive a profound wedge through an entire continent. Get ready to embark on an exhilarating journey into the heart of Africa's untamed wilderness, where we peel back the layers of enigmatic truth behind this extraordinary metamorphosis. Are you prepared to unlock the secrets of Earth's ever-evolving tale? Brace yourself as Africa splits into two separate continents. At the core of this remarkable phenomenon lies the Earth's outer layer, known as the lithosphere. Composed of massive, rigid pieces called tectonic plates, these plates continually shift, albeit at a snail's pace, due to the movement of the semi-solid layer beneath them, known as the asthenosphere. These slow, relentless movements of the tectonic plates are responsible for shaping our planet through various geological phenomena, including earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and the formation of majestic mountains. Deep within East Africa lies a region called the East African Rift System, or EARS, where a unique geological marvel is unfolding. This region showcases the captivating interaction of three tectonic plates: the African plate, the Somali plate, and the Arabian plate. As these plates gradually drift apart, the Earth's crust in the region stretches, thins, and eventually fractures. This process births a sprawling rift valley, adorned with a labyrinth of faults, fissures, and volcanic activity, causing the rift valley to stretch even further. As the rift valley expands, the relentless ocean will inexorably flood the region, eventually giving birth to a new ocean basin that separates the two emerging land masses. But why does this rift occur? When the lithosphere experiences a horizontal extensional force, it undergoes stretching, resulting in a reduction in thickness. This inevitable splitting gives rise to the formation of a rift valley, marking the initial step toward a continental breakup that, if successful, leads to the emergence of a new ocean basin. Rifts can be found in other continents as well. Have you ever noticed how the coastlines of South America and Africa fit together like pieces of a puzzle? This is another striking example of a location where this geological phenomenon occurred. Approximately 138 million years ago, the South Atlantic Ocean formed due to the breakup of South America and Africa. The occurrence of such a continental rift necessitates the existence of potent forces capable of shattering the lithosphere. The African rift exemplifies an active type of rift, where the circulation of the mantle beneath the surface acts as the primary driver of the stresses that give birth to the rift. Underneath this rift, the ascent of a substantial mantle plume causes the lithosphere to dome upward, resulting in its thinning due to increased temperature, strain, and fracturing. Rifts exhibit distinctive topography characterized by a succession of depressions bounded by faults and enclosed by elevated terrain. From a vantage point in space, one can discern a sequence of aligned rift valleys within the East African system, physically separated by colossal bounding faults. These cracks did not emerge simultaneously. Instead, they followed a pattern that commenced around 30 million years ago in the Afar region of northern Ethiopia, gradually propagating southwards into Zimbabwe at an average rate of 2.5 to 5 centimeters per year. While rifts are mostly imperceptible to humans, they can give rise to earthquakes through the development of new faults, fissures, and cracks, as well as the reactivation of pre-existing faults. Nonetheless, most seismic activity in East Africa is dispersed over a broad zone that spans the Rift Valley, and its magnitude remains relatively moderate. Another visible indication of the ongoing continental breakup process near the hot, molten asthenosphere is the continuous volcanic activity accompanying this transformative journey. As the African continent inevitably splits into two separate land masses, it will set in motion a series of gradual changes that ripple through the environment, ecosystems, and human societies. It is crucial to note that this process will unfold over millions of years, allowing ample time for adaptation and minimizing the potential for sudden catastrophic events. One of the significant consequences of this continental split will be the escalation of volcanic and seismic activity along the rift zone. The movement of tectonic plates and the formation of new faults within the rift may lead to an upsurge in seismic events, including earthquakes. Although most of these earthquakes are likely to be minor, there remains a possibility of larger, more devastating earthquakes that pose a threat to human populations and infrastructure in affected areas. As the Rift Valley widens and transforms into an ocean basin, it will profoundly impact the region's drainage patterns and ecosystems. Existing river courses may undergo alterations, new lakes may form, and some bodies of water may vanish entirely. These changes can have profound implications for local ecosystems and human populations reliant on these water resources. Additionally, the transformation of the Rift Valley into an ocean basin will subject the newly formed coastline to coastal erosion, sedimentation, and other coastal processes. Moreover, as the new ocean basin fills with water, there is a potential slight rise in global sea levels, contributing to the risk of coastal flooding. The division of the African continent into two separate land masses will also have long-term socioeconomic and political consequences. New boundaries will need to be established, resource distribution may change, and infrastructure such as roads and bridges will need to adapt to the new geography. Populations residing near the rift zone may need to consider relocation over time. Undeniably, the splitting of Africa into two continents presents various potential hazards and consequences, ranging from increased volcanic and seismic activity to shifts in drainage patterns, ecosystems, and socioeconomic and political landscapes. However, it is crucial to emphasize that safety measures can be implemented to mitigate these risks and better prepare for the long-term consequences of this continental rift. By closely monitoring the geological activity within the East African Rift System, scientists can gain invaluable insights into the ongoing processes and potential hazards. Avoiding construction in high-risk areas, such as near active volcanic zones or along fault lines, can help minimize the impact of future geological events. Furthermore, governments and local communities should invest in disaster preparedness and response measures to mitigate the impacts. Collaboration with neighboring countries and international organizations to develop joint strategies for monitoring, preparedness, and response will be crucial in effectively managing the long-term consequences of this geological phenomenon. It is important to note that the process of continent splitting is an exceptionally slow one, spanning millions of years. Hence, we will not witness any dramatic changes within our lifetime. The splitting of Africa into two continents serves as a captivating example of how the constant movement of tectonic plates shapes the surface of our planet. Although these changes occur on a timescale beyond human comprehension, understanding these geological processes allows us to develop a deeper appreciation for the dynamic nature of Earth's geology. If you found this expedition into the world of continental rifting and its impact on Africa and our planet captivating, don't forget to give this article a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more enthralling content on the wonders of our world. We would love to hear your thoughts and questions in the comments section below.